Hey my Capricorn peeps, Mel Kelly with Kelly Street Tarot. I'm doing a weekly who's coming towards you in love reading. This is not a one-to-one, so take it or leave it, and it is a weekly, but whenever you come across it, I guess it's for you. Yeah? Alrighty, let's do this thing. Oh dear. Small desk, too many cards. I need a bigger space. Anyway, that's my little whinge. Suki lala. Alright, we have Justice, the Six of Pentacles, a Four of Swords, unrequited love, past life relationship, and be in the present and dream of the future. Interesting. Alright, so Justice. Justice is about balancing. It's about things being weighed up in your favor. So whoever this person is, they could be in the justice system, of course, or be experiencing something to do with justice. Maybe that's how you guys meet. He or she's your lawyer, or the opposition's lawyer. I don't know. But, you know, anyway. But it's also about things being weighed up and in your favor. So, you know, maybe they've been undecided about, you know, what they're going to do in a situation concerning you, and they use their knowledge and everything they've learnt while getting to know you to realize that that it's you, that you're balanced, or that there's balance with you. Because then we've got the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is a need for balance. If you have a look, it's also charity, so maybe you guys, you know, something to do with justice and charity, and that's how you meet, at a charitable event. But it's about reciprocity. And if you have a look, this guy is giving to this one but not to this one, and holding a pair of scales. So there's a need for balance, and so maybe this person's a little unbalanced right now, like maybe they're working too much and not focusing on their love life too much enough. Or maybe it's the opposite, they're all about you and trying to work out how to get you, and they're not really focusing on the rest of their life, and which is leaving things, and stuff is starting to, you know, be neglected, and that's not good either. They're also in a pause. So this is the Four of Swords. It's a temporary break. It's a pause, yeah? So if you have, like, this is not a forever thing. It's like meditation. It's healing. It's just taking a step back. And maybe that is why. So this person's been, like, really sort of, I don't know, they've got a higher up job or something, you know, or there's a need for balance, and they know there's a need for balance, because there's there's a sword of knowledge and the scales there, and there's a need for balance, and this reiterates the fact that things have been unbalanced in their life, and they've probably, like, been working too much and, like, just putting all their time and effort into making their coins, and they haven't been sort of taking care of their emotional side. So their bank account's doing well, but they're freaking tired all the time and cranky. I can identify with that. And there's a need to just step back and take a break. It doesn't have to be a long break either. It just needs to be a pause, so that they can get their faculties together and continue on down the road. And maybe that's just, you know, that's how you meet. They're just taking a pause, and you just happen to be, you know, at the shops that day, and they're having lunch. I don't know. People don't ask for numbers anymore, ask people out on dates. I think it's sort of like, I think that's why social media and Tinder and everything, no one has to make an effort anymore. And I don't know, There's a lot of lonely people. I don't reckon it's great. I reckon we should be out there getting to know the real people and trying to bring in the real people that are in our lives, not the people that we, you know, words on screens. People are all becoming words on screens, aren't they? And the person down the shop that you see every day, that you check out every day, you don't even think to say, hey, want to grab a cup of coffee? We've been flirting enough. Instead, you flirt with them, you come home, get on Tinder, and you organise a date with someone you've never even seen. How does that make sense? Anyway, whatever. I'm ranting. I am ranting now. Unrequited love. Past life relationship. So there is obviously something to do with unrequited love, whether it's them for you or you for them, but this is a coming towards you read, right? So it's unlikely that they're not into you. Why would they come towards you? Yeah. So if you're not sure about how you feel, you know, like, so we've got unrequited love. And then we've got this one, think about the future, but be present in the moment. So it's like you're weighing up whether this person is right for you or not. You know, there's a need for balance. Yeah, you're weighing things up. There's two, so you're not really sure right now. And maybe you've just sort of taken a break from the whole situation because, you know, you're like, oh, I'm not really sure if I'm into you enough, you know, and it's unrequited. Past life relationship, so this could be someone from the past, like it doesn't necessarily have to be past life, but it also could be soul contracts. So like past life relationships, a lot of times we go through our lifetimes, if that's the, I don't know what's true, okay, I'm not I don't know everything, but the idea is that we go through life's and often we have experiences with the same souls, and we make different contracts with those souls, and we come down and we play it out like a little play. You know, Broadway. We're all living on Broadway because, let's face it, we're all the starring role in our own movie or our own show, our own Broadway show, right? And so, you know, that can often, because it feels like you've known them forever, because you have, and they come into your world and, you know, like you're really only going to be friends or whatever, but there's this really close, tight bond with each other because, you know, you guys have experienced more than one life together, or you know, experienced more than one scenario in multiple lives together. So there's a soul contract for you, but that doesn't mean necessarily that you have to be romantically involved if you don't want to. We all have these like choices, and like I've been asked in the past, like, oh, the scenario, is that a good enough reason to leave them? And I'm like, what do you mean? Not wanting to be with somebody is a good enough reason to not be with them. Like, it sucks, it's not nice for the other person, yes, but if you don't want to be with them, that is a good enough reason. You don't need any other reason to not be with someone than the fact that you don't want to. And while you're being with them and you don't really want to, you're robbing them of the opportunity to go and find someone that actually wants to be with them as much as they want to be with them, you know. And so you need to be able to give them the opportunity to open the door for something else to come into their life. So if you're not into it, you're not into it, and that's fine. Have that conversation and try and do it and be present in the moment, but talk about your future, you know. Like, maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe it's only unrequited because you see something for your future and you know that they're not part of that, you know. Like, you want to go travel Europe and learn how to cook pastry, and they want to go to Japan and learn how to speak Mandarin or whatever. I don't know, but you get my point, yeah? That sometimes it's just, you know, right person, wrong time, or wrong path, and which sucks too. But these are all conversations that need to be had with the person you know, if you're not into it. If they're not into it, then what the bloody hell are they doing coming towards you? Just, you know, and if that's the case, if the person that you're into isn't into you, and you've tried, and you're like, okay, so this person is just not that into me. And yes, I have read that book, by the way, long time ago. If they're just not that into you, and you've given it a lot of opportunity and stuff, and they don't want what you want, or they're confused or whatever, all you have to say is, I can see that you're confused, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do me. If you get clarity, or you decide that I'm for you, definitely come and hit me up, and if I'm still available, then yeah, we'll talk about it. You always need to put that, if I'm still available. They can't think that it's not okay to just keep someone on the hook, to go off and rampage and play and have those experiences or whatever, while you know that person's over there waiting. That's not okay. And then, you know, it will never be legitimate. You're their backup plan, and that's not what anyone should be. So you go off and do you. And experience whatever you want to experience, achieve things. You know, it sucks when we get rejected, so go and turn that into something really cool. You know, like, go do that TAFE course, go get that job, go start going for those walks. Whatever it is, it's going to make you feel like you're progressing forward, then you go do that. And then they see that, and they either go, oh, what was I thinking? And they did it. Then you've really got to think about whether you really want them or not. Or they don't come back, and then they were never for you, and someone else looks at you and goes, hey, this person's got it going on, I want to get to know them. And then you know, either way you get what you want, and not what you don't want, which is somebody that's not really in it, you know. Anyway, that's enough of that. I think that's all I've got for you guys today. So as per usual, like, share, subscribe and follow, and I will catch you on the flip side.